What up, my small, medium, and large tubers? We're back for some more of this lovely format, some more Baldur's Gate. They did put Neon Dynasty up as a flashback. Not sure if I'm going to do that, but yeah, we'll stick with the Baldur's Gate for now. And we'll just jump into our first pack, so hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And we opened Baldur's Gate itself, a card that's named after the set. Must be good, right? Wrong. Anyway, Rescuer Twinga, Owlbear Shepherd, Bronze Walrus, Priest of Ancient Lore, and Lenorm. What do we want to take? Safe pick being like the Bronze Walrus, just goes into any deck basically. My picks are... Don't know. I don't know. All of these cards are very good. I don't think there's a wrong choice. Kind of want to take the Walrus just because it does indeed go into everything. But you know what? I'm going to go with the Priest of Ancient Lore here. It's hard for me to pass a card that draws a card. So, just replaces itself. Just a good card in general, right? Get past a Morden's Disciples. Alora's very good with the Priest of Ancient Lore. Red Dragon's alright. Fire's pretty good. Unicorn, Containment. I think I like Dragonfire here a little bit more than the uncommons. I do like Disciple quite a bit, though, if we wanted to go like the white aggro strategy, or like the blue-white flicker strategy is super fun if you can get it to work too, but I don't see anything wrong with just taking a good, efficient, cheap removal spell. Into... okay, yeah, maybe another red card here. There's another Owlbear Shepherd, but man, these double-team 2-drops especially are so good, and this Genasi Rabble-Rouser does overtime work. I think what... maybe I underestimated when the set first came out was that this is effectively a 2-mana 1/3 that draws a card, in a sense. Plus, this one's pumpable, so it scales really well into the late game. Some other okay cards here, but yeah, we'll take the Rabble-Rouser to follow up the Dragonfire, see if we can do a nice little aggro deck. I'm going to take the Hobgoblin here over the Rescuer Twinga, I think. Actually, no, there's a Soldiers of the Watch here, too. Yeah, never mind. Just go with another 2-drop that draws a card. Fantastic pack, though, for red-white, right? We got the Rescuer, we got the Soldier, the Captain, the Beetle. More double team, more better. Very good. Okay, 5th pick, Valor, Unicorn, Hunting Party, and a Battlecry Goblin. All very good. I have not been impressed with the Battlecry Goblin as much in the Baldur's Gate format. It was really good in the original. But I think here we're supposed to either take the Hunting Party or the Valor Singer. If you don't deal with this card, it just takes over the game, and you back it up with any type of removal or tricks. It's so hard to beat this as a 4/4 first striker. Okay. I mean, this is very similar to yesterday's video. If you watched yesterday... well, yesterday's? No, 2 days ago. 2 days ago, we jumped into red-white, and then we started getting past all of the good red-white cards. 6th pick Liara, obviously fantastic. Looks like this is a pretty nice place to be. Flaming Fist is alright, Squadron's alright, Farewell, Red Dragon. These are all just okay cards, nothing spectacular. I don't think it's hard to pick up the Ranger Squadrons, and I don't think you usually want more than, say, one of these. I'm just going to go with the Flyer here. Flaming Fist is okay. I like that more in like the Blink decks. Portable Hole's okay, but we'll take the Valor Singer. A lot of the times, the removal is not even that good in this format, because so many of the creatures just get so much value on their own, right? Like if you're using a removal spell on a Priest of Ancient Lore, for example, that's pretty weak. If you use a removal spell on any of the double team creatures after they've gotten their double team, that's pretty weak. Valor Singer's kind of nice. Rabble-Rouser on the wheel, and yeah, we are for sure in the right spot to be. Provocation, I like at its best in red-black, right? Where you have the access to sacrifice effects like Ghoul and Dispute. It can't be, or rather, it's not entirely unuseful in red-white. But I think we'd rather just take Barbarian. I guess Barbarian's filler. No, we'll take the Provocation just in case. Fantastic. Wow. I did not expect this to wheel. Yeah, can't say enough good things about Warcaller. Second Provocation's kind of nuts. In the right deck. Okay, very good pack 1. Open an insane black card pack 2. You know what? I think I end up taking that. We don't actually have that much white. right? I first picked the Priest. We did get Liara late, and Soldiers, I guess, was kind of late. But this Black Market Connections, if you play it on turn 3, it will often just end the game on the spot. Furthermore, we have double provocation, so if I do end up getting those sacrifice effects I mentioned earlier, then these become a huge role player. So let's go with the Black Market Connection for the big upside play. And what are we losing out on? Just a Soldiers of the Watch, right? Like, I don't think you necessarily want to first pick Fireball, so I think that's a good pickup. Good potential pivot chance. Ooh. Do we want to splash, or do we want to jump in? I don't love splashing in an aggro deck, because then you have to make some sacrifices like playing fixers, which you don't necessarily want. I guess if you get enough treasure production, things like the Minthara aren't too bad. But this is kind of an awkward pack. We have a bunch of viable choices. Chwinga, Minthara, another Priest. There's a Ghoul for the double provocation, another Rabble Rouser, a Pilgrim's Eye, so this is tough. I guess I'm going to stick with white for now and just take the Priest. I expect to wheel something out of this pack. Maybe we'll get more of an idea in the coming picks, but yeah, alright. I mean, this deck can go either way, red-black or red-white. I don't think we were supposed to be white-black. Chwinga, Unicorn, or a couple of black cards. Yeah, let's stick with white for now. This time I will take the Unicorn over the Chwinga. Beetles is good here. More sacrifice effects, but alright, I'm going to move this Black Market Connection to the side. I think it was worth the hedge. And for example, if we started seeing no white cards and a lot of good black cards, I probably just would have made the full pivot, but I think red-white here is probably the route to go. Axe, we'll take that as a trick. Our deck is basically just mono creatures at this point. So, combat trick, that can also be a nice way to push in some later damage over a second beetle, seems fine. Paladin, also another fine top-end card, just to pump up your team and push them through. I will take the Ghoul here over the Warriors. I think the Warriors is okay, but this keeps the hedge a little bit open, especially if we end up wheeling a bunch of Ghouls and nothing else that we would want anyways. What am I missing here? I'm missing good removal. I haven't seen any humiliations. We've really only seen that one Fireball. Wow, that's a late Owlbear. Jeez, and a late Myconid. Some really good late green cards here. We're never pivoting, though, from that. From what we have. Okay. Well, it's kind of weak. And not really wheeling anything either. Okay. So we don't need too much help in pack 3, but we would like a little bit of help. I did pass like that one Farado's Fireball, but I don't think that was a super high pickup. Remember, that was in our opening pack here of pack 2. Prisoners is fine. Alright, I mean, we have a solid enough number of playables moving into pack 2. It's mainly just creatures, so hopefully we're finding some more good spells. Although, let me tell you, if we're going to open any creature in a deck full of creatures, Clement has to be one of the best. If you play this on turn 2 with any number of critters in your hand, it's just kind of hard to beat a solid Clement curve out. Guiding Bolt, another Gate, another Soldiers, a couple of Beetles and Fireballs we've seen, but yeah, that's a... You don't pass that card in your red-white aggro deck that has 15 creatures already. I think another Valor Singer makes sense here. We have a good number of 2-drops. So 2-drop into 3-drop Valor Singer is a nice way to push a lot of damage. Wouldn't mind running another Unicorn. Because we don't have many tricks, if we're just mono creatures, the Unicorn not only gives us a creature, but also a mana sink. Okay, we'll take the Unicorn here. That seems right. Could see us running Cloak of the Bat as a way to just get some evasive damage into. Let's take the containment over a third rabble-rouser just for a little bit of removal. Our deck already has 17 creatures anyways. Another Warcaller would be fine. For sure. I wonder if I should still run this Active Treason effect. As a way just to push in some extra damage, you know? Like if the opponent stabilizes with one fat creature, we can steal it for the turn and maybe push in enough damage. Man, a lot of rabble-rousers, holy smokes. Wow. Jeez, Wilson too. Yeah, green, I mean, I think green was open as well, but we'll take the Battlecry Goblin. I don't think we have any other goblins in our deck though, no. So this is going to be the standalone, but that's fine. Let's go with Visionary, or Weaponry here. Third Valor Singer would be good too, but we just want a little bit more interaction. Dragon over 2/2 lifelink. That doesn't really matter. I guess we'd almost rather have this. Maybe? Yeah, we don't need any more creatures. That's a maybe play. Not playing Spike Trap. Fireball. Okay, that can be our last 23rd card. 17 lands is not even bad in a deck like this, if you think about it. Especially with, like, double Unicorn. Does that Cloak replace Reckless Barbarian? That is a maybe, too, honestly. That's kind of funny. Alright, solid red-white deck. Green looked very open. Black looked a little bit open. I think our red-green deck might have ended up being the best. But it's kind of hard to say no to the white cards that I did pick up at the time. But green would have been solid as well. Green would have had a couple of Herd Gorgers. We saw a bunch of Myconids. We saw the Wilson, Owlbear, a couple other things. So red-green Rampy or Dragons might have been fine. But as it stands, I think this red-white aggro deck is perfectly serviceable. I could just see this easily getting to 7 wins, you know, with some decent draws. Conversely, I could also see it kind of sputtering out, but be a little bit surprised if that were the case. I kind of want to run 9 planes because we have 2 of the unicorns, but we do have much heavier red than white, so I think that's okay. Question is, do we want to maybe find a way to get this provocation in? Is Cloak of the Bat actually good here? I don't like this card, but I think it's okay in our deck. It gives us some evasion. You know, if we flood out, playing a creature and equipping it for 2, giving it haste and flying doesn't seem that bad. Oh. Give it a shot here as we move into our first round. And hand is perfect. Wow. I guess a perfect hand would have a turn 1 Warcaller, but turn 1 Unicorn is pretty nice with our follow-up plays. Sure. We are doing a bunch of rabbling here. And we're going to play the rabble-rouser that doesn't have missing double team. If they just play a 2 toughness creature, this game might be over. That's a good 2 toughness creature, to be fair. So I actually get to attack with everything here, because we have the Unicorn Pump if they make some weird block. I think I like killing the Myconid. There aren't many better targets, and that takes them off of a little bit of mana. Then we'll go ahead and play another rabble-rouser off the treasure. These rabble-rousers are already terrifying. Right? I can pump them twice already. Kinda scary for them. Let's see. What happens if I attack with all the rabble rousers? They triple block one of them? Okay with that. I'm also in love with double chump. Yep. I'll take that for sure. And I'm just gonna hand dump here. We will be attacking with everything next turn. Let's see, I guess land is a good draw, right? Lucamina is insane. Not great out here on this board, though. Not a land. Let's just go to combat. And I like smashing with all. Very hard for them to block effectively. They are just dead with this block. Okay, yeah, rabble rousers are kind of nuts when you draw effectively 4 of them, huh? Being able to mass pump all of them together. That's why we wanted to draw land, so I could actually activate like the unicorn into activating the rabble rousers once, or just triple activating the rabble rousers. Well, that was a pretty ideal draw for us on the play. Again, the only better thing would have been to have the war caller on turn 1 instead of unicorn, so we could get the hasty action going immediately, but as much as I want to dirtle in this format, it does seem like these aggro decks are the correct strategy. Alright, another pretty good looking hand here on the play once again. Turn 1 unicorn, turn 2, I guess we probably lead off with Liara. Threaten the activation. Battlecry Goblin's not going to be active all that quickly anyways. That sucks. Lyconia is really annoying. We'll just priest here and pass instead of using containment. Sure. Okay. If they want to block, I'll pump. If not, we can just beetle. This is where having a humiliation would have been insane. Okay, pretty good. And the Thieves' Tools, we're fine with that. Ooh, they are even letting... A red source here would be great. Though I can't say that's a bad draw. Well, it's not good. We only have one other creature in our hand, but that means we can play out the goblins at 3/3, so... not the worst. Could also just make Clement special. The red one, what? Is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any target. It's a 2/3 double strike? Nah. We don't want to discard either of these red cards. We only have one red source, so I think getting the Battlecry Goblin online immediately is probably the best. Okay. So this is just an attack with everything next turn. Maybe activate Clement if I don't draw a land. I guess if I draw a mountain, we'd probably just go Fireball on the Viconia and smash. 2/2 first strike. Interesting. All right, let's just... I guess... I mean, I could pump with Unicorn attack with both Clement and Battlecry. What happens if I attack with the Battlecry Goblin standalone and they go triple block? Then I pump the Goblin once and twice, kill their Viconia and their Disciple. Is that good enough? Or do I just want to wait here, I wonder? Kind of like waiting. Maybe they activate their Viconia and I get to Fireball it. Steals to Planeswalkers. Good. So, because of the trigger, I actually get to kill the Minkskin Boo before they get to activate the ability at all. So they just end up with a 1/1.
It's like eating troll ears.
Let's see. Do the red side, the double strike, okay. Go red. Turn off their Karlak, I think. It's a little bit loose to not kill Viconia, but I think this is fine. So they're going to end up taking 7 here. Pretty happy with that. There's no reason for them to main phase or end of turn this. The treasure is going to be there forever anyway, so they're not losing value by putting the... Okay, I guess they are. I don't know if this was the right play, though. Maybe Minimus Containment on the Viconia was the safest line. That was probably wrong. Should have just gotten rid of the Viconia instead of the Karlak. I get to make the same attack. Yeah, that was bad. Oh well. Okay, so they're going to specialize, then they're going to play the priest for free. Depending on what side, I guess. Oh, well, it depends. Yeah, we'll see. So I think the most important thing here was the fireball on the Minskin Boo. I think that was the biggest play. Because it's a trigger. If you do it in response to the trigger, you don't give them a chance to activate their Boo. Are they just dead here? That's pretty good. They have to block Clement. Yeah, this is a great attack. Force chump on Clement. And then Clement's gonna trigger and deal way too much damage to them. Alright, GG's. Yeah, I don't think I played that perfectly. I think I needed to kill the Viconia with the Minimus Containment and not their Karlach. But otherwise, was a pretty good draw for us. Really glad I passed on that one turn with Fireball open, because they drew the Minsk. We were able to kill it before they made Boo a 4/4. This is a fine hand on the draw. We need to find a white source, but even if we don't for a little while, we have 2-drop into 3-drop plus an extra 2-drop. Fourth mountain, huh? This is fine. I'm sure there's a plains on top. Definitely drawing a plains. Gonna curve out efficiently here. Definitely gonna draw plains next turn. Definitely. Holy crap. I don't want to trade away my Valor Singer, but I will trade away my Rabble Rouser. Sure, whatever. They missed a land drop, but we're completely color screwed, so... Yeah, and now we're losing big time, because Prosper's pretty nasty. Well, that gives me a white source, so probably can't complain about that. I don't like our chances for this one. Prosper's kind of nuts. I almost don't want to trade, but our priest already got its value. Okay, it's good by me. They're going to be incentivized to play their Hook Horror out this turn. So maybe the dragon can get in for a couple of turns if we're lucky. Well, there goes Dragonfire. Ooh, that is a spicy draw, actually. Wow, would I have won if I had an extra land this turn? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I would have won with a land, or been very close to a win with a land there. Nasty. Let's see what we draw. Oh, they can cast the Dragonfire. Never mind. They can cast the Dragonfire off the treasures. Duh. They probably cast the Dragonfire. Yeah, we just lose to Prosper. Just way too much value. Mm-hmm. Sacking lands means we're further away from double unicorn activation, but I don't think this game is winnable, realistically. We can't really keep up with them drawing 2 cards a turn, also making a bunch of treasure every time they cast. Do I have a few more flyers I could potentially draw? Might as well get this out while we can. Yeah, I guess we just no block, take 1,000,000. Oh, they didn't even pump. Poor Genasi Rabble-Rouser, though. This is reminiscent of what I did to that other opponent. Oh, yeah, this is not winnable. I would need them to somehow make an extremely large mistake. I don't even know what kind of mistake they could make. Yep. Yeah, they'll just chip away at me. There's nothing we can do here. Guess we probably need to trade with the frickin' rabble-rousers more. So they're gonna have to uber pump. I'm still gonna take like 10 damage. Oh, the unicorns are only sorcery speed! That's right. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I blocked in a way where I get to trade with everything. That was just an oopsies. For some reason I thought I'd be able to pump my unicorns. I forgot it's only on your turn, maybe not sorcery, but either way. I mean, we can't win. Didn't matter anyways. Prosper sitting on the battlefield for I don't even know how many turns that was. Extremely unbeatable for us. We had 2 ways to kill it. There was a fireball and a minimus containment, right? So if we hadn't drawn, or rather if we had drawn one of those sooner, we might have had a chance, but leaving that thing on the battlefield obviously just drew our opponent infinite cards. Okay, we're on the play again. No 2-drop in our hand, but we do have turn 1 War Color. So if this hand can find anything, any creature to cast next turn, we are going to be looking really good with this curve out. Perfect. Absolutely splendid. Man, War Color is so good. Attack for 2 on turn 2, attack for 5 on turn 3. They did get a ramp card out, but we might be applying a little bit too much pressure. Yep. I think that's, again, Warcaller is a must-kill creature, so even though that feels terrible for them, if they don't kill the Warcaller, they're just gonna die way too quickly. And I mean, given our hand, it's looking pretty good for us no matter what they do here. Yeah, okay, I take that back. I take it back. Lizelle is pretty stupid. They go with the green Specialize. That makes a 1/3. We can put them to 1 here. Or I could play Paladin and bash with everything. And that would make the Scaled Nurture a terrible blocker. I kind of like this and holding the Fireball. Because I find it unlikely that they're going to want to chump with the Scaled Nurture, so they might just put Lizelle on something and then maybe take 6. But yeah. Play the Paladin, smash with all, or Fireball the Nurture and smash with all. Those were our 2 options. I think I like this play better. The Fireball can be some surprise damage that they're not, you know, that they're just gonna commit to losing to. Darn. Alright, so they did block with the nerd. Oh! Ah, they didn't. So if they don't play a dragon here, or gain some life another way, we do have lethal with the ball. They're also dead on board. They're no longer dead on board. But they will be dead on board after Fireball. Woo! Not today. Not today. Pressure was good. Okay. Yeah, that Warcaller. And then that top deck 2-drop. Super clutch. I think we only have the 1 Warcaller in the deck, right? But like I said, if we had a second one, the explosivity of this deck would be fantastic. Go with the next. Alright. No 1-drop or 2-drop creatures, but we are on the play with a Dragonfire in hand, so I'm okay to keep this. There we go. Simply draw what you need, and that's how you can win a game of Magic. Did you ever think about that? Because if you didn't, you should start trying. Fine. So we get to go Valor Singer. Smack for 4. Mr. Corn. You can just Dragonfire that and smack. Oof. Just draw perfectly. That's all you need to do. Just draw everything you could ever want. Ah. Yikes. Are we dead? Let's see. Activate Unicorn, attack with 2 4-power Valor Slingers. Seems right. They might make a mistake, though. Nice. Okay. Raphael down. And with that, I feel a little more confident in our position. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think we sack the unicorn here. Make a double striker now. Okay. And they can't ever damage my Clement either. So they're going to need hard removal, like Sewer Plague or Grim Bounty. They're just dead on board to the Clement. Oh, they're not. No, they can chump it with the Chain Devil, but they're dead on board. Well, they're just dead on board. All three creatures are lethal. Let's go! So pump the Valor Singer with itself so it gets to 3 power, and then all of my other creatures can also either double strike for 3+ damage or pump up for the other 3 damage. 4-1, and we rattlin'. Game number, what, 6 here? 4-1 now. And is okay. Not great, but okay. That's right, we have this Cloak of the Bat in the deck. Is that my worst card? That might be the worst card I have in this deck. Blue-white, so probably Flicker. Lulu. Nasty. Alright, so let's attack for 1. They might block, because I can't pump to a 3. And then we just get to improvised weaponry. Good, that's about as good of a weaponry as we were gonna get. So the next creature they play against flying, that's a very good one to give flying, holy crap. I think with Paladin in our hand, we just hand dump. But that water weird is going to become a problem. I guess if they attack, they're not blocking, so... Not the end of the world, obviously. Kind of cute. If I pump the Rabble Rousers once, they will trigger the Battlecry Goblin ability of making an extra goblin if it attacks. What are you doing over there, friend? Currently timing out is the answer. Hello? They did just emote me, so I'm assuming they're there, but maybe they had to go. Maybe they had... Oh, no, here we go. What? They're hovering. What is going on? Okay. So, please attack. Do it. Yes. Now we go Paladino and Smash. Okay. Red Dragon plus Valor Singer gets to 4 power for the Dragon's Fire, but that still doesn't kill the water. Weird. Air Cult Elemental. Man, another big booty. Annoying. Let's see here. Guess we want to draw land so I can play Valor Singer and smash with all again. It's going to be a ground race versus air race, it feels like. Good. Alright, so we go land, Singer. Pump. Smack. Excellent. Alright, they go to 9. We eat their Air Cult Elemental. I mean, they might still have me on a 2-turn air clock here, depending on how they play this. But that would mean they would have to attack with the Water Weird this turn. And they know I have Battlecry Goblin in my hand, which I can play and immediately give haste as well. So what happens if they just play their 3/3 flyer and pass? We go Battlecry, activate, smack. They go block, block, take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we have lethal. With a land? Lethal with a land. Block, block. Okay, they're off it. Again, they knew we had the Battlecry Goblin in our hand, so it was going to be really hard for them to stabilize without having a couple of plays this turn. Not impossible if they had like that 1-mana blue trick that gives -2, -0, and then something perpetually -2, -0. That might have actually just been enough. Anyways, 5-1. Go, go. Okay, game is on. On to the next. Turn 1, Unicorn. Turn 2, Clement that I draw off the top. Would that even be good? No. But we'll keep the hand. It's good enough, certainly. Unicorn into Priest is fine. Unicorn into Valor Singer, probably fine as well. Alright, 2-drop. 2-drop off the top. Boom. Just like we drew it up. Like I said earlier. Just draw what you need. And I also have like 7 2-drops in this deck. Oh, okay, that's pretty annoying. Go Valor Singer attack. I could also just attack with the Battlecry Goblin if they double block with like... it's probably better to curve out, yeah. We'll go Valor Singer, pump the Goblin, and I don't mind trading this away with the Jaheira or them double blocking here. Yep, we'll absolutely take that play. They get left with a 1/1 token, but I think the Mana Dork is more relevant. Annoying. If I attack with the Valor Singer, they just block with Muralists, and I don't want to have to use the axe. I'd rather play out my creature this turn. So, bad news. We have done nothing this game. In fact, we are losing the race. And the opponent just has some fat creatures. Basically, I'm not loving my chances here. they just block with the 1/1, I will activate the Unicorn, even though it's super awkward on my mana efficiency. And they might even like that play. Oh, well, that's good for us if they just don't take or don't block. Okay. I'm gonna go for this now. I could save it for aggression, but... Sure. And that's pretty bad for us. Now they play the... Yeah, they're gonna kill us. Probably a mistake, I guess. Now I think they definitely should block with their 1/1. Because I'm not pumping. Yeah, we lose this game. We take 6 in the air, we take another 6 the next turn. And if they Jaheira, they can give +1/+1 counter to 2 different creatures. So, they do have us on a 2-turn clock. I don't know if there was much I could have done differently. I made some weak plays, but ultimately I think the cards that they had were just better. And bigger. Yeah, they did make the play. So that's a 2-turn clock. I go to 6, they get to grab a dragon. It's the Lenorm, I can never win. Yeah, they have Lenorm for protection as well. Alright, good beats. Don't think we ever had a shot there. Even if we were on the play, I don't think we had a shot. Okay, 5-2. We have allowed for the maximum losses. Let's go get 2 more wins. Game number 8. Will it be fate? This hand is pretty weak, but let's give it a shot. If my turn 2 play is Cloak of the Bat, I'm gonna feel pretty embarrassed. This is not a good hand, though. Smack in for 1. I think you could probably hold the Cloak of the Bat here if you wanted to as well. To go for Dragonfire on whatever they play on turn 2, and then hope that you draw something to cast on turn 3. Oh, so awkward. I really want to play the Priest, but I also want to kill their Nurturer. I think we have to try to slow them down. Not my favorite play. Yeah, that's pretty bad. We are drawing lands though, so that's nice. It looks like the Cloak of the Bat might actually be useful this game. But can I ever beat them playing like an owlbear here? Probably not. Sure. I suppose I'm supposed to weaponry their Monk of the Open Hand before it gets any bigger. Probably. Seems like the best play to me. Good beats. Yeah, well, you're gonna take one and you're gonna like one. Yeah, I'm putting my odds of winning this game at like 10%. Devoted Paladin with flying and the axe could maybe get them out of nowhere. But not looking very good. Yeah, not looking very good at all, is it? I'd even attack with a 1/1 if I were them, for sure. Hell yeah. Really wanted to draw a land there. That's too bad. So we'll trade our priest for their paladin if they attack, or if they block. They didn't. Let's save the treasure. That's very bad for us too. I mean, they don't have any big creatures, but they get to attack for 2 lifelink here. Wait. Is that a misclick with their Pilgrim's Eye? Or am I missing something? Okay. Hold up. Hold up. Does a land win? No, I would need more lands. But flying Devoted Paladin here. I guess I activate it to give it vigilance. Ah, okay, that does it. GG's. So if they didn't have a removal spell there and they got a little bit greedy and attacked, somehow I could win it with 2-handed axe, but that was very, very unlikely. Yeah. So every game we lost, well, the last 2 games that we lost were versus like some green decks that just went wider than us or whatever. Fine deck, nothing exciting. Happy to get 5 wins with it, honestly. 2 drops were very, very good. The Rabble Rousers were insane, but we already knew that. So yeah, just good old red-white curve out. Welcome to Baldur's Gate. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you back tomorrow for some more of this nonsense. Peace out.